Okay, so we come to titsetso. So am I correct in saying this is the theme? I am very nervous about expressing the theme as to explore. What I would want to know is, having explored the nature of evil, I'm not sure about the cruelty of mankind, but certainly the nature of evil in people, or the nature of evil, what conclusions does the poem seem to come to? So I was having a bit of an argument with my grade 11s today. The theme is appearance versus reality. So I asked the child, what do you understand by that? And she said that when you see an appearance, it is the reality. So if I am looking happy, I am happy. If I appear to be honest, please give me your cell phone and 1,000 rand, then I am honest. I'll give you back your cell phone and the 1,000 rand. But is that, remember, we are exploring the idea. So if you look at, for example, Hamlet, is everybody in that play what they appear to be? And the answer is no, not all of them. So if we're studying Othello, generally, Desdemona is what she is. I know she tells that lie, but Desdemona is as honest and open and warm and loving and sincere and faithful to Othello as she appears to be. So with her, the appearance and the reality are the same. When she says she loves Othello, she loves Othello. But when Claudia says, though yet of Hamlet our dear brother's death, he's not a dear brother, he killed the man. So when you say appearance versus reality, for me it's too short. It isn't actually telling me what the play is exploring. So the play explores the difficulty of telling the reality from the appearance. Think Iago in Othello. Think Macbeth. Those of you who are studying Macbeth, what does Duncan say? He says there is no art, there is no skill to find the mind's construction in the face. How do you know by looking at somebody what they are thinking? You can't. So the plays are exploring, the Shakespeares that I've mentioned are exploring the difficulty of finding the truth, especially from the appearance. Sometimes it is the truth, sometimes it isn't. How do I know? And this is so relevant to those of you who are studying Life of Pi, and so relevant to all of you who live in this world filled with fake news. How do you know that the stuff coming through on social media is the truth, a lie? How do you know? And the same thing in Life of Pi. What is the truth? How do you find the truth? Even the book itself is written in a way that presents clearly nonsense as truth. So you need to think about it. So am I correct to say, I would say mostly correct, but give me more. Now, where does the more come from? So I sent back to Tisetso in preparation for this lesson tonight. I sent back these lines and said, please put it into your own words. And this is what I got back. So could we please read? The lines at the end of the poem mean that we should be thankful to God, praise, bounteous providence, God. So I'm just going to put a dot. Providence is God. If we can, if you will, for the fact that there's always a good side in us that is hidden in our cruel hearts. So that is that part. we've got an icy cavern. So I'm drawing a big cave. And in the icy cavern, I have got a tiny glowworm. There it is. And that glowworm is tenderness. So let's be accurate. Again, I said to the 11th today, I'm passionate about absolute accuracy. So let's not say a good side. Let's say tenderness. So gentleness, love, compassion. But it's tiny, tiny, tiny in this enormous cavern. And the cavern is icy. So Tisetso has said, for icy, cruel. Okay, I don't fight with that. Okay. So we must thank God that we can feel a sense of hope because love can exist in even the most cruel creatures. Yes, I just wanted it phrased slightly differently, but I'm okay. Also, I don't like also. It is or else. So what I want you to say here, the lines of them mean that we either can. Put the can there. Put the can there. So that either we can be thankful to God for the fact that there is love in people in their cruelty. So we can, thank God. And we can feel a sense of hope because love can exist in the most evil human beings. Fine. Or we feel despair, hopelessness, despair. All right, so I wouldn't put and, I would show that that's a quote. We have a sense of hopelessness because I don't like at the root, because he doesn't say at the root, he says germ. And I'm not sure that germ is the root. So I'm going to be more pedantic there in a second. Of a person's capacity for love and goodness, there will always be the existence of evil. Exactly. So just let's look at germ. Now, I know we're in the middle of corona, but please don't think germs as in corona. Think germinate. What does germinate mean? It means start to grow. What starts to grow? Seed. So I'm happy with your nature image, but I want you to use seed instead of root. So a person's capacity for love and goodness is a seed. It's a germ. It's a seed. But the trouble is that in that seed, I don't know, how do I draw a seed? I'm going to draw one of, you know those winged seeds that fly? Aerial pollination. But in the seed is evil, and lodged means it's kind of stuck. So that in the seed of, what did you say? Love and goodness, there is the existence of evil, and it's inside the seed. So let's get this clear. So the problem with the nature of evil is that even a man who has love for his children is fundamentally evil, and that love for his children never extends to stopping what he's doing in those concentration camps.